How do you write an amazing CV with no experience? How can students make the CVs attract employers' attention? If you wish to learn how to create a strong CV for students with no experience, then keep on watching. Hi guys, I'm Valeria from mindthegrad.com and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm a career coach for international students, and here I share advice and tips on how to kickstart your career. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss another video from me. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to write a great CV with no experience. I will also share a free CV template with you that you can download completely free in the end of my video. Make sure you watch till the end so you can find out how to do it. If you just finished school, college or university, you might be wondering, how can I impress employers even though I don't have any work experience? Well, luckily for you, I have helped numerous students create very strong, attractive CVs, and I will teach you today as well. There are actually many ways to show employers that you're a suitable candidate even though you might not have any work experience. For example, you could show that you have transferable skills, amazing personal quality, strong education, and also personal achievements. So let me show you how to do that in next steps. Step number 1 to writing a great CV with no experience is having a very clear structure and format. You should use the same font throughout the whole document. The size of the text should be 10.5 to 11.5. You should use the same style and structure. Your CV, if you don't have any work experience, should not exceed 1 page. Having a very clear structure, enough division and spaces between sections is super important. I don't recommend using any tables or pictures or graphs, and do save your document in PDF format. Save it as a name, surname, CV format. Again, I want to highlight how it is important to have your document structured professionally and have a very consistent style. Make sure all your dates and places are all in the same format and you use bold text when needed. Basically, anyone who looks at your CV without even reading the text should get the feeling that you're a great professional. Step number 2 to create a strong CV without work experience is having a personal details section. You could be a bit creative how you create this section. As you can see in my fictional CV example, I have created a blue line to highlight personal details. I have also used different icons for email, telephone number, LinkedIn and address. Obviously, everyone's going to include personal details, but you have to make sure that your email is professional. I recommend using name, surname at Gmail or Hotmail style. You don't have to put your full address into your CV. Actually, it's your personal information. You should be careful how you share it. You couldn't just include street name or just city and country. Also, do include your LinkedIn profile link. I recommend customizing it just to your name so it looks very professional and neat in your CV. The next step to creating an amazing CV with no experience is having a profile section. A profile section is 3-4 strong sentences that best describe you professionally. I recommend including what kind of course you are studying and at which university, and also highlight your best qualities and skills. For example, my fictional character here has highlighted that she has volunteering experience and also that she's a great communicator. You could also add your language skills, your programming skills, or any other technical knowledge you might have. I always give advice that you should finish with your career goals. So finish your personal statement with a sentence, what kind of career you wish to pursue and what roles interest you. Before we continue to next steps, let me know whether you like this video so far, and also let me know in the comments what you're going to put in your profile section. Okay, so now the step number 4 to creating a CV with no experience is having a very strong education section. Basically, you have to sell your degree. At this section, do state clearly which qualification you're studying towards and which qualifications you already got. I recommend including a predicted grade, and also if your degree is relevant to the job you're applying to, then do include key modules and subjects. Also, you can include dissertation topic if it is somehow relevant to a position or role you're applying to. Another thing you can include is any awards or scholarships or grants that you have received while studying your degree. It is also important to add A-level GCSEs, IB or IGCSE results because a lot of employers screen for this information. I recommend putting what kind of subject you studied and also the grade in the brackets. In the education section, you could also include any relevant skills you have acquired that could be transferred to a potential job. For example, you could say that you developed communication skills when presenting a paper to your class, Or you could say that you have developed strong research skills when you were creating your dissertation. In any case, I'm sure your degree has given you some skills that you can apply to your job, even though your degree is not relevant to the position you're applying to. Okay, education is an important chunk of your CV, but so is the next step. Step number 5 to creating an amazing CV with no experience is having a volunteering, position responsibility, or work experience section. Wasn't this supposed to be a video about CV with no experience? Well, let me explain. For this section, you need to treat all your work experience or positions of responsibility or any extracurricular activities as a job. So basically, my fictional character has volunteered at a dog's charity. And obviously, if you have been a student for 3 years at university, you should have done something outside your course. And if you haven't already, there is still time. So I'm sure you'll have something to put in that section. It doesn't have to be a job, but it could be a part-time job or even babysitting. It's just something to show that you can take responsibility. For example, in my CV, I have said that I have been a volunteer at a Save Dogs charity and have clearly stated the dates, the charity name, and her position. And here, under her position, I have listed exactly what she has done at the charity. I gave unique details and information of her responsibilities, and also notice that I have given exact amount of money that she has raised for the charity. So in 2-3 bullet points, you should mention exactly what you have done at your position of responsibility. It is a good idea to also add unique results you have achieved, for example, in numbers or percentages. As you can see, you didn't have to work in an office job to show that you have taken responsibility, that you're a great leader, and that you can achieve results. Step number 6 to creating an amazing CV is having an achievements section. And you're going to tell me, Valeria, I have no work experience. Which are achievements I can show? Well, good news for you. It doesn't have to be a professional achievement. It's any type of achievement that's going to impress employer. For example, in my CV, I have mentioned that she's been a treasurer at Economic Society. She's been a deputy girl, and she's a winner of economics essay competition. When you're adding achievements, make sure you add things like location, date, and name of competition or name of a position. It's going to make it sound way more professional. Another example of achievement could be running a marathon, or having a best mark in class, or being a part of art exhibition. Think about it. I'm sure throughout your life you have achieved something that is going to be very impressive to another person. Step number 7 to creating an amazing CV is having an additional skills section. That's where you can show any extra skills you're capable of. Any skills that are going to be relevant to the job, yes, make sure you add them. But also you can include any skills that are showing how unique you are and also that are able to demonstrate that you can learn and adapt. For example, in my CV, I have mentioned language skills, and I have also included what level each language is spoken. I have also mentioned that she is proficient in use of Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. I have also added video editing skills. It might not be relevant to the job she is applying for, but think about it. It shows that she is able to learn difficult software, so it shows that she is capable. Perhaps it's also a hint that she is interested in video production. That makes her unique and interesting. You could also add things like driving license if it's going to be relevant to the job, or you could add things like sign language or social media management, basically anything that sounds professional for a CV. Step number 8 to writing a strong CV without any work experience is having a hobbies and interests section. In this section, you show that you are interesting, that you have personality, and that you are unique. Remember that actual people, not robots, are going to read your CV. Actually, maybe your future colleagues or your boss is reading it. So you need to give them something to remember you by. But it's not the place to put generic words like cooking, running, watching movies. That's not going to help. It's actually going to put people off your CV. That's just too generic and doesn't give any new information. Everyone likes to watch movies and sometimes go for a run. So you need to give actual achievements or details or how you have developed your hobby. For example, Anne likes to run, but I gave unique details how she has pursued her hobby. She has actually completed marathons, and I gave half marathon details on the CV. This is definitely going to spark a conversation and also will show that she has perseverance. If you need any professional help with your CV writing, then check out my website. But also, as I mentioned, you can download this CV template completely free. Just use the link below. All the details are in my video description. I really hope you enjoyed this video and found these 8 steps useful. Thank you for watching and best of luck from my undergrad. Bye!